Welcome back in, everybody, to this final game here between Navi Senior and Navi Junior. In the second game, Junior, they were able to fight back. We look at how that went. Taking a look at the scoreboard, got the juice going 23-8 up against Shigetsu's 2-7-3. Net worth difference there, it was nearly 10,000 gold between the two carries. Was at 6 levels as well. Level 23 on got the juice on the Slark. Chaos Knight, level 17. And just did not look good there for the side of Navi Senior. You know, they had one good spark where they were able to take a Roshan, get some momentum going, and get themselves into the Roche pit. And then move over to take a top lane set of racks, but they stuck around way too long, lost a fight, and after that it was all just downhill. Navi Junior, I mean, it wasn't very uphill for them before that either. So Navi Junior able to take control of those timings, and we've got a series on our hands here between Senior and Junior. We'll see which way it's going to go, as we are going to be able to get ourselves ready to get into game number 3. But Senior, in the first game, they looked in complete control. They looked strong. You know, made some good rotations. I did say Navi Junior made some good. There was some good sparks of life in there, and then they just lit them up. You know, they turned them up to full power and made them full lights, full suns of sparks here in this second game. So we'll see if they're going to be able to repeat that in game number 3, or whether Navi Junior are they going to be put back in their place by the Senior team. Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to get ourselves into the game. Looking at the draft options as well, I mean, the first game, it was a Medusa game to come out here, so I think we might not be seeing that hero again. Might be ban out once we get into the draft, which, there we go. Yeah, so we're going to see the Pango ban for the third and final time in this series. No Pango today. Magnus goes as well, but who's got the first pick? It is going to be Navi Senior. So do they try and bait out? I mean, another Medusa? Yeah, they ban on the Batrider, so they're saying, okay, Junior, you either ban out the Medusa here, or we're going to look to pick it. They do, but it leaves the Bloodseeker, the Beastmaster open. Techies is still open. Venomancer, Pugna. It's going to be the Doom that comes out here for the side of Senior. So Junior, again, it is fairly common. There is that Pugna Storm Spirit combo that can come out here in the second pick remaining for the side of Junior. Whether that's what they want to try and get their hands on here, we'll have to wait and find out.
Radiant team.
Whether that's... Is it going to be? No, it's going to be the Techies. Techies come straight out here for Navi Junior. And what else did he want to pick up after that one? It's going to be straight into the Bloodseeker. Okay, so they've got that rundown, they've got that chase ability here. Picking the Bloodseeker up straight away, it doesn't exactly have to be your carry. You know, it's been flexed into that off lane a few times as well. I've seen it over the past few days, past couple of weeks, that just because the Bloodseeker does come out doesn't mean it's going to be your actual carry. So we'll see here if Junior, where they're going to put this one now. But it is a really nice flex pick just to have on the board. And Senior, straight up Wind Ranger. Okay, so Shigetsu, yeah, it was ban out in that first phase in the last game here, but kind of interesting to pick that one into the Bloodseeker, though. If you get ruptured while you're trying to get the Focus Fire Wind Run down, that doesn't really play in your favor. So you've got to really hope that the Lincoln Sphere, you know, you can get that Lincoln Sphere out quick, and Navi Junior don't get any more single target spells that can break that Lincoln's for the Rupture to come out up against the Bloodseeker.
5 seconds remaining. Navi.
It's just an interesting one to pick up right after the Bloodseeker comes out. But obviously Shigetsu wanted that one to the point where he wasn't going to let it go to the second phase, so he just wanted to... Maybe they have a game plan around it, you know, they have a way to deal with the Bloodseeker. And the only way to find out is to see how the game plays. So yeah, Beastmaster ban, Pugna ban coming out here, so there will not be any Storm Pugna combos coming through. What else would you want to go for, though, on the side of Navi? Like, taking a look at the matches that have been played. The Mirana, actually, Riddies did really well in the Mirana for Junior. Might be able to help set up the Techies blast off into the arrow to come through for Junior. That might be another support they'd look at, but they have been looking at this in the Batrider's ban, so Days won't be playing that. If Melajul goes back for the Ember Spirit for the third and final, first of all, does either team let through the Void Spirit? Because Junior have the first pick. If the Void Spirit gets through into this next phase, I can see Junior going for it in the first, because Melajul does like the Ember Spirit. So if they go for the
Radiant
first
team
pick,
ban.
Void, they might be able to deal with
Navi's
Meljo
turn
in the
to
lane
ban.
once again. Storm Spirit comes out as a ban for Navi Junior. Sorry, got caught up there just looking at the team names, and yeah, realised I have to clarify that Navi Junior ban out the Storm Spirit. Meanwhile, the Lich comes out from Navi Senior in this next bans.
10
So
seconds
Senior,
remaining.
what else don't you want to be playing up against?
5 seconds remaining.
Do they actually ban out this Mirana, or are they not too bothered about it? Okay, taking the time over this next set. Yeah, so all the big ones, I mean, there could still be something like the Veno to come out here in the lane, though the Wind Ranger might be able to deal with it if it's in that her lane. Doom might have a little bit of a tougher time up against the Veno. I mean, we've seen the Veno once today already. It didn't look awful. So maybe they go back to that with the Techies combo as well. You know, just be able to put out a lot of harass, a lot of burst, and then the damage over time that comes out from the Venomancer. It means that you have all this upfront damage, excuse me, and then the damage that comes out as the fight's going on will just kind of ruin Navi Senior. So maybe they are thinking about this next one.
Radiant team ban.
And what kind of ban they want to make.
Radiant team.
It's going to be the Oracle.
Navi's
Okay,
turn
okay.
to
So,
ban.
no survivability being there, and the Spirit Breaker... excuse me. Getting over a cold. And I've got my hay fever running wild. So, forgive the odd cough, but... The Spirit Breaker does come out here for Navi Junior.
10 seconds
And I was
remaining.
wondering whether we were going to see him today. Just being able to run down heroes, you know,
5
make those
seconds
charges happen.
remaining.
So something that... Do you want to go for the Disruptor here on the side of Senior then?
Navi's
Something that
turn
messes
to
with that Spirit Breaker. Going to be the Void Spirit to come out for Meljo. So Ember Spirit with the ban from Navi Junior. They prioritize the Spirit Breaker over the Void Spirit. I mean, the Spirit Breaker will be able to chase this Void Spirit down. Nothing, as far as I know, disjoints the charge
Radiant team pick.
from the Void Spirit onto the Void Spirit, as the Shadow Demon is going to be the next pick here for the side of Navi. So you've got, I suppose you've got the Void Remnant to come out. Dissimulate stops it if it's point blank connecting. You've got the Disruption as well if you get it off quick enough onto the Spirit Breaker.
10
Probably,
seconds
you know,
remaining.
non-existent cast animation on that Disruption. So not the
5
Disruptor,
seconds remaining.
but still some disruption to come out here from the side of Navi Senior. Actually, the Disruptor wouldn't be bad for the side of Junior either. Lockdown keeps him in the blood right, with the Static Storm Kinetic Field as well, so extra silence on top. Techies then gets the blast off in. Static Storm, some damage over time. Okay, so Junior have options, whether they're going to think about that or if that's where they want to go. We will have to wait and see. Can combine as well with the Spirit Breaker. If the Spirit Breaker charges onto the Void Spirit, the Void tries to get away with the Dissimulate. You can try and time the Glimpse, you know, around similar times. So, you know, the Dissimulate comes out with that Glimpse, and then maybe the charge is carrying on afterwards to connect. But again, Junior do still have options. What is it going to be here for them? As again, taking the time. I mean, they have a minute 20 seconds left in the reserve time here for this next phase. These next few picks.
Navi's
So they can take the time to think about it.
turn
It is going to be the Darkseer. Combos well with the Spirit Breaker. You can drop the Iron Shell and the Spirit Breaker just charges in. Some good control to come out. Again, I still would not hate the Disruptor here for the side of Navi Junior. Though I wonder if this is going to be with the Spirit Breaker Disruptor, the Spirit Breaker Darkseer being picked up in the second phase. You are looking for either
5 seconds remaining.
a mid laner or a carry, but I don't really see them throwing this
Radiant team
Bloodseeker
ban.
in the mid roll. So you are looking for a mid laner here on the side of
Navi's
Junior.
turn to
So Senior,
ban.
they ban out the Queen of Pain. I wonder if they ban out the Puck as well. It is still available to the side of Junior if that's what he wants. So some good control with the Dream Coil into the wall. Vacuum Wall, Dream Coil is a big combination that could come out for Junior. And I can
10
see
seconds
Senior
remaining.
just being like, we don't want to play against that. No, Tar, just take it away.
5
Remove it from the
seconds
options. As they have themselves 34 seconds to think about this next ban. The pick time as well as the next phase. So they are discussing it as Navi Junior ban out the Ench. Oh. Would you pick up the Silencer here? if you're senior, or is that just too much food?
Radiant team
You know, you see the
back.
charge coming in, just immediately drop the global silence. Yeah, the puck ban
Navi's
comes out
turn
here,
to pick.
and they ban out the Undying, so can take away a lot of life from the Spirit Breaker. Navi Junior. They do leave the Disruptor there. If Senior want to pick it up in this next phase, because again, you've got your mid on the Void Spirit, the
10
carry Wind
seconds
Ranger coming out, and then the Doom in the off lane.
5 seconds remaining.
So it is a support that you're looking for here. And with 18 seconds to think about it, where do Navi Senior want to be going with this final pick? What else? Maybe
Radiant
some
team
damage and
pick.
offensible like a Witch Doctor. Could be the Chen. Was not expecting to see the Chen here, but yeah, it looks like Navi Junior. They get the full cheese out of the bag. They annoyed. Like I say, they poked the bear here in game number 2. And Navi Senior are just like, right, full on. We are taking the Void Spirit and the Wind Ranger. You know, the tippy top of it. It looks like the win chances here in the high level pubs.
5
This Wind Ranger running
seconds
wild.
remaining.
You've got the Void Spirit just running over heroes left, right, and center. And then they say, you know what? Now you have to deal with the Chen army as well. Good luck dealing with it when a lot of your damage is going to be single target damage. You've got what? A Blast Off and an Ion Shell? Yeah. Good luck. And what can they go for here in the mid lane? Because the Queen of Pain's already been banned out. The Puck's been banned out as well. So what are you looking for here, Navi Junior, as your mid laner that can deal with this Chen army? Shadow Fiend, maybe, with the raises. But do you see many Shadow Fiends at the minute, especially in the mid lane? Usually they are being played as that safe lane hero. Viper not very good. Zeus might not be another one with the Arc Lightning spam, especially if you go for that right-click Zeus. You know, you do get a decent amount of attack speed on that, so it does mean you're going to be proccing those Arc Lightnings with the Shard.
Templar
Gonna go for the
Assassin. Now
TA.
select your heroes.
Okay, so Void Spirit, no real way to come through the refraction charges. Does have a lot of spill damage with these side blades as well, and Raymond, so those Chen creeps might be dealt with. Yeah, it's going to be got the juice on the carry as well for the Bloodseeker. So no surprises there. Meanwhile, on the side of Navi, they've not picked up anything just yet. Do they... Okay, Malady just goes straight for the Chen. Malik on the Doom. Danielle now picking up the building the tension. You know, the building it up. They want to build that suspense as we get ourselves into this third and final game. Melajul on the Wind Ranger, and Shigetsu carry Void Spirit. Okay. A final twist in the tail here as we get ourselves into game number 3. It will be that mid Wind Ranger coming out up against the Templar Assassin in the mid lane, and Shigetsu. Okay, how is he going to be able to play here? Because, I mean, the Bloodseeker, once the Bloodseeker gets some levels up as well, when that Rupture comes out, both Shigetsu and Melajul do suffer for it. So are they saying here on the side of Navi Senior that they think these two heroes are strong enough to weather the storm when the Rupture comes out from Got the Juice on this Bloodseeker? Or is it just going to be the downfall? Is the hubris going to cost them? This overconfidence put them in a bad position. And especially if the game goes long enough where the double Rupture comes out from the Bloodseeker, it could be where, you know, they start to fall down here on the side of Navi Senior. So we'll find out how it's going to go in the third and final game of the series between Navi and Navi. Navi Junior looking great in game number 2. But first, before we get into it, we're going to take a quick word from our sponsors over at EGB.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
For battle.
这是合一啊。
And here we are, the third and final. Navi Junior being respected a little bit more now from the odds coming out from EGB, a 2.7. Long gone are the days of 4.3, or the minutes, I guess, as it was only just in the last series of Navi Junior being
I can press right back.
undervalued here. But again, Navi Senior still the favourites coming into this one, so we'll see how this one is going to end. Both teams, they want this victory, and it will cost their organisation, no matter what, I guess. But also get themselves into a good position. If Navi Senior win this one, they're going to be sitting pretty thanks to nobody else playing 2 series at the top of the table.
30 seconds to battle.
NAVI Junior, though, looking to show they're just as good as their senior partners, looking to even it up here, make both teams 1 for 1, or I suppose 1-0 in the NAVI Junior's case, but both get 1 win on the board in this Division 2 DPC for Eastern Europe. And we'll see just how it's going to go. And
the battle begins.
both teams, again, there's not any early aggression to come out. I say that, got the juice, there's going to be disruption coming out into the Bloodseeker, but yeah, Riddies rotates in, the Sticky Bombs comes out onto Malik, and got the juice should be able to get himself away. So just a little bit of harass coming out here from Daniel with the disruption onto God the Juice, just warning him, letting him know the spell is up, active, and ready for him if he tries anything funny. I mean, it's a really nice defensive one as well. It means that if the Blood Right comes out from God the Juice, the Doom doesn't really need to leave where he's standing, doesn't need to panic run himself away, because the disruption will stop him from being Blood Right silenced. Might set up for the Sticky Bomb from Riddies if he can time it right, though. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, it is going to be Meljul on this Wind Ranger. Going to go for the power shot right off the bat. Coming up against Raymond, and Raymond has to go for the side blades at level 1 for that extra attack range now as well. So the power shot comes through, and Raymond, he's going to take some punishment from this until he's level 2, until he has those refractory charges on the board. I mean, this creep wave should get him there. He's still trying to do what he can here with the denies up against the Wind Ranger. But Windy, given as good as he gets.
Killed.
Daze, though, got to be careful. Marty with a chase down here. Daze being forced away from the lane. Blood Grenade comes out. Doesn't actually connect on the Spirit Breaker. So the Spirit Breaker not going to take that initial and the damage over time. We'll be able to come right back into the lane here. Going to go for the right clicks. On to Marty. Did he take the Greater Bash level 1? He did. So gone are the days where you see the charge at level 1 for the Spirit Breaker. It's going to be the Greater Bash that's prioritized at the minute. Just at least to start with. I think when you come into the later game, you know, level 10, oh excuse me, you've got the Charge of Darkness bonus speed or the 17% Greater Bash chance at level 20. It does seem to be that the Charge of Darkness speed is the one that gets prioritized, but early on, you know, you do want to build into that Greater Bash just to get the extra damage off in the lane. Malik taking some harass. And God the Juice is looking alright as well on this Bloodseeker. 11-4, top of the last hits here for NAVI Junior. So what can he do to try and disrupt it? I mean, again, Malik on the Doom, he's going to farm no matter what. With the Devours coming out, with the, I assume a Hand of Midas being queued up as well at some point for the Doom. You know, it's going to look really good for him. The only thing is, how disruptive is it going to be for Juice while the Doom does what he does? Oh, he takes the little Wild Wing Ripper as well here from the disruption. Malik, he might be calling this Blood Right. He's going to take the damage from it. But Juice not going to try and chase him down. Yeah, I thought he would have gone for the senior Wild Wing Ripper. With this Hurricane drag back as well as the Toughness Aura. It's a really nice one, and I've seen Dooms take it and have it for the entire game. Because the pullback with that Hurricane that comes out here as Marty on the top lane might be in a little bit of trouble, but PMA needs to get himself now away. The Remnant comes out from Shigetsu, he doesn't actually land it now as well. Marty on the back lines. This is going to be first blood one way or the other. Daze will pick it up. And Shigetsu, he's been in a little bit of trouble as well. Malik on the bottom lane, he might go down. The charge connects for Daze. Daze, can he get that Greater Bash off? He can't. And the protection here for Shigetsu is Daniel. He gets the kill onto Riddies. Playing it fast and loose here. So close to the wire, to the edge on the side of Navi Senior in this bottom lane, but he will able to turn it around. Got the kill onto the techies. Malik, he was playing with pretty much no health all the way through that one. Now the Devour off cooldown. She gets to the top lane, stops Daze in his tracks, or does he? One more right click. Does he get enough with the Greater Bash? One more, he will. Daze, the Iron Shell. As that right click was able to get the kill, and she gets put under a whole lot of pressure here. Yeah, this Spirit Breaker Darkseer lane is an absolute classic, and it's a classic for a reason, but it is incredibly, incredibly deadly if you get on the wrong side of it. So let's see here. The Doom actually not going to go for the Consume. Actually using it on a creep, so not going to go for Wild Wing Ripper Consume there. Techies, Sticky Bomb comes out. Juice taking some poisons to the face, so if he needs it. Daniel, the disruption actually comes out onto the Bloodseeker. And while that silence wears off, the blast off connects into Malik, and Malik Not the sticky bomb, so he's going to be taking even more damage here. It's going to give as good as he gets in this bottom lane here, Riddies. We'll see just what he's going to be able to do going forward as well when he's got a couple of levels under his belt on this techies. How much damage he will really be able to dish out up against the Shadow Demon and the Doom. Meanwhile, back to the mid lane, where we've not been for a while. Both mid laners level 5, 3 points here in the refraction for Raymond. But when they aren't up, these power shots, it looks like Melgil just trying to do his best to get the harass out into Raymond now as well. Burn through these defensive refraction charges. Top lane. Oh, do they get the kill? They do. They get the kill onto PMA, but immediately Daze takes down Maldi. Shigetsu can get himself away from Daze. That Iron Shell still going for the time being, taking him down. The charge comes through. PMA, well, the Iron Shell does the job from the grave. And Navi Jr., yeah, they're a good supportive team. You know, tip the teammates when they think they've made a good play, and Daze keeping close to and getting the kill out with the Iron Shell. That's a pretty good play here. Riddies in the bottom lane. Is he going to go down? Disruption already been used here, so not going to be able to protect himself here, Daniel. And Malik's pretty down low as well. The chase down from the Bloodseeker. He wants this kill. One more right click. Is he going to be able to get it underneath the tier 1? Now trying to run himself away from those tier 1 shots. Malik pretty low. Are they going to go back in? Blood right comes through. Malik going to be taking a lot of damage, but Juice is pretty down low himself. The Infernal Blade is there. If Malik, he drops that Hurricane right on top of him. Malik with the chase down. Juice, does he get himself away? The Infernal Blade damage. 17 health left here. Forgot the Juice. Even has to be careful up against the creeps. So he's trying to do his best to regen himself up with the points in the thirst. But yeah, just has to be careful. And we'll see here, Daze. Again, a lot of harass coming out onto Shigetsu. So we'll see if there's going to be even more. I mean, Shigetsu really just not having a good time in this top lane. Maldi trying to do what he can now as well. PMA, though, he's going to be able to get the charge away. I say charge. You know, to get the surge away. This bottom lane. Twin Gate will be utilized here from the side of Daze. They're looking to put the pressure onto Malik. Riddies roaming around the back as well. Actually, no. They're looking to get up to this Wisdom Rune. I see it now. 10 seconds to go. Do they close this gap? Shadow Demon trying to play himself away, but the charge comes through, and Daze is going to be able to pick it up for the blast off. It actually hits onto the Ancients and not to Danielle, but with the sticky bombs coming through now as well. Even the TP back here. Disruption comes out. Melgil trying to do what he can. The Shackles connects onto the techies. He's even going to be going for the focus fire here now as well. Riddies, he will go down. Daze with the charge away. He has charged for Daze. But tish. Yeah, the Melgil rotation, it does free up the mid lane though for Raymond just a little bit on this TA. Putting the pressure onto this tier 1 tower. So Melgil going to try and do what he can, but net worth wise, what's the difference between these two mid laners? It's going to be about 400 gold going the way of Raymond. So Raymond did get kind of dumped. I can't even say kind of, got completely dumped here in the first game. Charge comes in from Daze though. There's not going to be the dissimulate out from Shigetsu. He takes that charge to the face of Shigetsu now. The Resonant Pulse is going to wear off. Does he get himself away with the dissimulate? They're looking for it, but he's going to be on the other side of the trees. It doesn't matter. Vacuum comes back. Nether Strike connects. Daze level 6. Thanks to that Wisdom Rune maybe. Surge comes in now as well. Daze trying to do what he can up against Maldi, and Maldi, that Iron Shell will tick him down eventually.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Good couple of rotations here. Daze, absolute playmaker on the Spirit Breaker. Yeah, and Riddies, you got to reward your teammates, like I say. You do a good job, you get the rewards from it, and those tips coming out from Riddies, just trying to bring the mood up for the side of Navi Jr. And I mean, they are on a roll. After the momentum went in their favor in the second game, after an abysmal, I'm going to call it an abysmal first game as well, Navi Jr. just fight right back into this one, and it seems like they have the picks over Navi Senior. The fight and the coordination as well. Melgil on the bottom lane. He might only be able to find Riddies here. Riddies going to try and go for the blast off into the trees though, as that Shackle power shot comes through. On the Wind Ranger going to chase. And Melgil gets that kill. While this is going on though, Raymond's just like, cool. You take that focus there on the techies, because Raymond's just going to be pushing down this tier 1 tower. How is he looking? The Dragon Lance to be queued up here for him as well. One more right click, Raymond, he gets it free. Meanwhile, the Radiant tier 1, it's not been put under any pressure in the mid lane whatsoever. So he's more than happy to trade the
Radiant's
techies for a
bottom
tier
tower
1.
is under attack.
And in fact, he's going to get a full bottle over this as well. He is. Yeah, Raymond. Everything is coming up Raymond. Now Shigetsu being charged on in the trees. They have the lockdown, Nether Strike. They have the damage with the Iron Shell, the vacuum. PMA with the control. Even Riddy's rotating over just to make doubly sure. Daze. I think he's doing something right here. I couldn't tell you what it is. Charge comes through. Wall's going to be dropped now as well. Maldi's going to be body blocked as well from Daze. Does he get himself away from this one? Even the illusion coming through from this one. Rotation from Melodule, but Melodule has to be so careful. Malady. PMA gets the kill. See with the unpause. Okay. Oh, they're both pausing and unpausing. Yeah. You get the instant. They need to nominate a pauser. Really. It's Daze though. 4 seconds until Spirit Breaker's got that charge back. He's got the mana for it now. Melodule completely out of mana. Already used the Wind Run. No one charges either. This Wind Ranger could be in trouble. Techies is close. If they want to go for this one, if they've checked the amount of mana on the Wind Ranger, they might be able to go for a charge through the wall from the Spirit Breaker. We'll see how it's going to go. Is the Darkseer just going to bait back? I mean, he's got to be careful.
Give me kill.
PMA. He's got the voice line ready. But yeah, PMA is going to be careful because he's going to be taking some tier 2 tower shots there. And he's only a level 7 Darkseer. Vanguard will be nice. And Melodule just should be able to back himself away. So not even taking the risk on the Wind Ranger. Let's see, Daniel trying to push out this mid lane. Got to be careful. Got to be real careful. All 3 cores on the side of Navi Jr. as well, right up at the top of the net worth. And this is a Doom with a Devour. Going towards, it's going towards a Hand of Midas. It doesn't have a Hand of Midas out 10 minutes in. But still, what's that, 3 points in Devour? And he's sitting 5th on the net worth. Not great at all. I mean, he is going to farm it in this mid game, but it means he's not going to be roaming around looking to put pressure on. Level 7. And, yeah, no point in the ultimate. So the charge comes in. Malik could be in trouble. Got the juice hanging around. Looks like, oh, I'm just farming. Don't pay attention to me. There is a ward down to see the rotation coming through from the Spirit Breaker. So at least this time, Malik's going to be away.
Radiant are scanning.
How's Raymond looking as well? I mean, the Bloodseeker is... It's quite nice that the Bloodseeker's being able to find this jungle farm, but Raymond with the stacks. Even PMA in the jungle now as well, going towards the Greaves, it looks like, or at least the mech. After the Vanguard, PMA does run himself away from this one. The vacuum down to the low ground, but Disruption. Joel going to be able to reset now as well. He's got a Twin Gate if he thinks he's going to be able to get out in time. It's going to be the Shackle Shot to lock him down. There is! Interrupts the channel on the Twin Gate. Gets the kill. And that's going to be nice for Navi Senior, you know, just getting themselves back on the board. But now, Nether Strike. Yeah, Malady, there is 3 heroes here. He tries to get himself away with his own Wild Wing Ripper, but Malady, the damage coming through, they have to chase down Daze. Is he going to be able to get himself away? Looks like he is. Or that play over the cliff and far away here. Shigetsu? Probably still not what you want to be doing, Mere Budge. They might be able to get the kill onto Daze, but he took a lot of damage here from Raymond. And Taxis has already moved himself away from this one, so Riddy's not backing up his teammates. Will cost Daze his life. Gives up a decent amount of gold from that as a position for Spirit Breaker as well. TA has that Dragon Lance, so going to be able to get himself a Mithril Hammer on the board and about 400 gold. So yeah, TA not having a bad time whatsoever with these ancient stacks as well. They were coming out from the techies being queued up. Even Riddy's is having a good time. Charge now, but again, the ward will see it. We'll see it before it's too late though. The Doom still doesn't have ultimate. Level 9. Charge comes through. Double bash there as well with the Greater Bash. Right click. But the Bloodseeker not in close enough to take advantage of this, and Juice. Yeah, even with the Rupture, the Doom moves himself away before Juice can close the gap. So we'll see just how Junior want to carry on playing this one. I mean, coming into this one, I thought it was going to be a quick 2-0 for Navi Senior. The more established team, the more established players,
Dire
Hell,
are
maybe they might
scanning.
swap it around and Navi Senior becomes Navi Junior after this one. That's it, they're playing for the seniority name. Bottom lane. Gonna be the rotation juice in the trees though. Are they gonna be able to find him out here? Bloodseeker just hiding himself away. Knows roughly there's something wrong. Still shows to the Chen though. Meljul, as well as Danielle, not going to be able to get the catch out here. Meljul's just farming onto the neutrals. Now the charge coming through. Connects onto the Chen. Was that Nether Strike might be able to kill. They even need to get the Rupture off onto this. Maldi's trying to run himself away as well. And they're keeping hold of this Nether Strike. Now it does connect. He throws that one out. And Maldi, they get the kill over to Juice. And no backup because Danielle as well as the Wind Ranger here. They'd already rotated themselves away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Templar Assassin actually went for the Blightstone first, but 1,000 gold from completing the full Desolator, and once that Desolator's out, he's got himself the Dragon Lance, you know, should start to be able to make a move, group up with the rest of his team, look to do some damage, and then the Blink Dagger on top of that, forget about it. The Templar Assassin is going to be absolutely brutal. It's PMA. How is he looking? Crimson Guard to come out after the mechanism, so it's not going to be full Greaves to start off with. He wants to go back to the Crimson first. Going to offer a lot of protection on the Focus Fire here. Yeah, some good, just good protection for the rest of his team. And then once he goes back to the Greaves as well, gives it himself a purge. Got a heal that doesn't cost him any mana in these fights. He is running full utility here on the hero. I wonder if he even goes for the pipe, or if there's enough call for the pipe here, or if it's going to be something like straight into the Ags for PMA. As Dark Seer leading the line, but there might be a rotation coming through from Navi Senior, trying to slow this one down here. Riddies, he might have scouted out, he's going to scout it out. He sees Maldi and Maldi's creep army, and they just absolutely turn tail and run, which, you know, you would expect. You see, like, skeletons and monsters and a Chen, and you're just like, yeah, no, I'm out. I'll come back when you've chilled out. But again, a good early warning system. The techie spotting that one out. It means that the side of Navi Junior they can play in the trees. They don't have to fear for their lives with heroes missing off the map. And now the charge comes through. Wall's going to be there as well as the disruption. It saves him from the blast off here. And what she gets to go to try and do on this Void Spirit. And the blast, it does still connect. The Astral Step has got one off cooldown. If she does, charging out. Daisy is really, really darn slow. But he's still able to get the catch here onto the Shadow Demon. Rimming with the blow up. Now it might be able to go even further. Yeah, there's going to be the Rupture coming through here. They don't go for the Rupture onto the Wind Ranger, but they do get it onto Chen. Chen is going to be able to get himself away. Who am I joking? There's the double damage and the Desolator here for Raymond. He's already got himself 2 charges. Wind Ranger just has to win himself out of that situation. Techie's even going to blast off onto the Chen's creeps. Charge comes through. They have the vision here. Back behind the tier 2 tower, this link gets used. Daisy's going to take some damage. It's going to be the Void Spirit. Dropping the Remnant now as well, but the charge comes in here from PMA. PMA trying to keep his teammates alive. So you already used that mechanism. So the Spirit Breaker, I mean, he's got that charge. He's got the Nether Strike in the next 10 seconds. So PMA, can he keep himself alive? What's going to be happening here? The Sticky Bomb comes in. PMA is going to get pretty darn low. But do they have the damage? Great vacuum onto 4 heroes, but it's still going to cost him his life. No follow-up from the side of Navi Junior. Scan comes out now. Do they think Roshan's being attempted? Is that what they think? That Raymond's in the pit? Or the Power Shot can scout that one out? Prove that one false. But Navi Junior now. Meljul inside the pit. Navi Junior is still close. If they think this one's happening. As Danielle is going to be spotted by the ward. There is all 5 heroes from the side of Navi Senior. They're moving Bloodseeker up as quickly as possible now as well. And still, Daze doesn't have a lot of health. What's he going to be able to do? He's just trying to regen under tower as quickly as possible and get that Iron Shell off. How far is Roshan? Roshan's going to go down, but do they still want to go for this one now as well? That ward is still down where the Watcher is, and they might be able to go for this one as the ward behind in the trees might spot out someone trying to leave. So they do want to go for the charge. Void Spirit is already in the bottom lane now as well. Danielle, he's going to be the target. They go for this Shadow Demon. Can they get any more out of it now as well? Maldi going to be slowed down. Maldi, vacuum comes back onto both of them. There's going to be blood right now as well. The dive in from Riddies. They get the kill onto 1. Can they get the kill? Of course they can get the kill onto 2. And even with an Aegis on the side of Navi Senior, Navi Junior is saying, cool, These are still our lanes, and you have to pay the toll. You think you're going to be able to sit on them, and your toll is 2 supports. In fact, hell, he might even be able to go into Malik. Malik, he has some protection coming out from the shield rune, so they do cancel out the charge. But Navi Jr. Yeah, it's going to be the Crimson here for the Doom as well. Net worth-wise, Doom did catch up behind the TA. The TA, great farming system built in as well with the side blades. As well as the meld. So even with the Hand of Midas and the Devour here, Malik will still sit behind the TA. What's TA looking towards? Blink Dagger in about 100 gold. As Chen trying to do his best to pull these creeps. Actually, Daze, what's Daze built? Going straight into a Shadow Blade, so no Flaxy, anything like that here for the Spirit Breaker, no drums. Just a phase boots into the full charge Shadow Blade. So he can't be seen coming with all these wards on the map. Make sure he can't be disrupted. Unless the sentry ward's down that he's going to run to, he can't be disrupted. He can't be stunned up, shackled, anything like that. Before he gets that, charge on. He did leave behind the tier 2 token though. So sending the courier up to get it. Smart. Real smart. Melodule, power shot comes out. Gonna be able to move himself out of the blood right here, but look at this. The tier 2 tower is taking so much punishment. And yeah, the Templar Assassin, you take a look at a TA lineup. The TA, even though it's in the mid lane, vacuum onto 4 heroes, the wall comes out now as well. The Rupture's going to be there. Can they do the damage to get the kill into Melodule? This will be the Hand of God trying to keep it alive. Melodule taking a whole lot of damage, and the right click's coming through. The Doom will go down after it. Raymond gets the kill into Melodule, and that's going to be his 3 times kill speed going down. Daniel, he tries to go for the TP, it just won't be there. And now the tier 2 tower on the side of Navi will be going down. Navi Jr. cleaning up once again. There's a double damage rune in the river. And they're going to be able to go again on the side of Navi Jr. towards this tier 2 tower in the mid lane. Look at this as well. That's the Blink Dagger completed from the Templar Assassin. Straight in. It looks like from the Daedalus here as well. He just wants to be racking up damage on damage on damage on damage. And speaking of racking on damage, racking up kills. Vacuum back. This is going to be Iron Shell now as well. This is going to be the Chen going down. PMA able to get the kill. Dissimulate, and that looks like it was a defensive dissimulate here as Riddy's Mantis-style illusions. Riddy's going to be able to run themselves away from that one. Remnant comes out, but Shigetsu, who's he actually looking to be able to catch? And I don't know if we've seen a Doom come out from Malik just yet.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And just how that's going to play here. Because again, he's not really been able to go towards the Blink Dagger. He wants to go towards the Octarine Core, the Vanguard as well. So he's not going to get the initiation tool. Relying on his teammates to do that for him. Yeah, Malik on this Doom, he's just straight up not having a good time. He is not a happy camper. Even in the forest. Juice continues to farm on the Bloodseeker as well. How is Juice looking stepped over Doom in terms of net worth now? Bloodseeker has got that BKB Maelstrom coming out. Going towards a Sanjin carry, it looks like as well, for the attack speed and survivability on the Bloodseeker. No shard, nothing like that just yet. The Rod of Atos into Gleipnir. That will come out soon after the Sanj gets completed. And we'll see just how well Navi Senior are going to be able to deal with this one when the lockdown comes out into the Wind Ranger. And won't even be able to wind run away from his problems.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Daze just doing what he can. Bottom lane, then the Rupture comes out. Daniel, yeah, he's just going to stand and take it, even with a disruption. So he's going to be able to dodge off the blood right now as well, but he will still surely go down. Shackle comes out though onto the Darkseer. There's going to be the rotation coming up from Shigetsu, so they do get the revenge kill coming out onto PMA. Got to use pops BKB with backlines. Where is that Nether Strike happening? It's not just for now. But okay, Navi Senior, they want to get something from this, and Navi Junior, no Darkseer, 30 seconds. Underneath the tier 2 tower, got the juice, gonna TP himself away. Yeah, everybody's leaving. Just saying, okay, cool, take this tier 2 tower if you want it. We'll just wait for the Darkseer to be back live, for everybody to heal back up, the Rupture to be back up as well. And then we'll get super aggressive, and you're gonna wish you got more than just a tier 2 tower, but Navi Junior so far ahead once again in this game that I don't know if they can push on here, Navi Senior, and look to get anything more than a tier 2 tower from this. Shigetsu does pick it up. Net worth wise on the Void Spirit, 11,000 here. And and see what he's going to be able to do there. Because, I mean, even the Darkseer has as much net worth as him. The TA... Oh. Pause. Then resume. Then pause. Yeah, you just need to designate a pauser. The TA is sitting on 13,000 net worth. You've got the Doom that's just behind him, and then the Bloodseeker after that. Seems like Daze has been having lag all day. Hopefully it's nothing too worrisome. You can get it sorted out. But yeah, no, Navi Junior looking fairly in control. After that first game, I thought, again, Navi Senior, it's going to be a quick 2-0. We're going to have like an hour of downtime between series, but it looks like it's going to be, even if this game ended in the next 10 minutes, you know, still a very good long 3-game series. That might just bleed into and over to the second series of the day, which is going to be Team Sexy versus... What did I say it was? It's not Team Storm. Yeah, Moneymakers. That was it. That was it. Which again, I'm expecting to be another 3-game series, you know, to go fairly long. As these teams fairly close together each other. I know Team Sexy won 2-0 last time. But I think it's more likely to be a 2-1 than a 2-0 stomp. And you can see that the Chen, he's having to use these creeps to play as like living wards. Void Remnant is actually going to catch into Gotten Juice now as well. Can they go into Malady? Malady's going to be caught out. Blood Right. Well, they don't need it as the Nether Strike actually changes targets on Shigetsu. Vacuum back. Malady still will be the target. Destruction comes out here. Shigetsu, he self-clipped himself here, and it's going to be the kill onto Malady. Eruption now comes out. There's going to be the wall coming through now as well. Onto Danielle. Even the Wind Ranger illusion getting involved. They lose 2. And Junior, they can carry on going now for another tier 2 tower.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So, Raymond stepping up onto this tier 2. What's Roche? A minute away.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It looks like they want to clean up the lanes. Yeah, because you can see that Raymond's TPing himself down towards the bottom lane. He's got the tier 1 and the tier 2 to go for, and then that's the last outer tower on the side of Navi Senior. Spirit Raker going straight into the Ags. Already got that Axe shard, so he's already got the Planet Pocket.
Has been killed.
So he can absorb some great single target spells here. Yeah, just wants to go straight into the Ags after the fact. So reduce charge cooldown and makes it pierce debuff immunity. Was he level 15? So he didn't go for anything at level 10 on the talent tree. You know, opting for the full build in the spells, but at level 15 went for the -4 second bulldoze cooldown, which makes sense. You know, you want to be getting this bulldoze off as many times as possible. Get that 70% stats resistance out as well to go with the Planar Pocket. You kind of overlap those 2 spells and keep your teammate alive while having that 70% stats resist. It's just a real neat combination. But this is it. This is the last tier 2 tower for the side of Navi Senior. How are they going to be able to deal with this?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Are they looking for the backstab? Jump in. Shigetsu. Shackle comes out now as well, but it doesn't actually latch to anything. Focus Fire is going to be there. Do they have the damage to get the kill onto the... They might be able to. TA. He's going to fall. Wall goes down now as well. Mark throws out the Doom. They've got it onto the Darkseer. This might be what they need. It's going to be the double Shackle now. Disruption. Spirit Breaker has that charge. Anything to cancel that was the Infernal Blade. Charges himself out of danger. That Shadow Blade there as well. Just quickly away. Before the Infernal Blade or the Stomp, anything like that could come out. The illusion from the Darkseer will still take the tier 2 tower. So, objective complete unsuccessfully. Mission failed successfully. I guess you say, because that's what they were moving themselves up for that tier 2 tower. So, being able to take that one down, even after the heroes have died, it's not the worst thing for Navi Junior. Obviously, you wanted to keep the TA alive, you wanted to keep the Darkseer alive, but overall, if you are going to be able to get the tower after the fact, yeah, cool. Spirit Breaker, a little bit more lag here for days. Again, hopefully he's going to be able to sort it out in future. But while this is going on, I mean, we take a look at the net worth. The Void Spirit, nearly as, I say bad off, but I mean, you've got a Darkseer with a Crimson Guard, a Greaves, Blink Dagger, coming into his Aghanim Scepter here as well. That's a really farm Darkseer for 27 minutes into the game. And the fact that the Void Spirit's only just keeping above him Like, what's he got himself? The Manta Style, Echo Saber going towards the Lincoln Sphere now as well. Got some good stat items on the Void Spirit, but you are just suffering a little bit here, being 2, 4, and 3. I'll compare that to the 4, 0, and 7 of the Bloodseeker, the 3, 1, and 3 of the Templar Assassin. The Templar Assassin as well, finding stacks in the jungle that got stacked up by the rest of his team. Yeah, it's pretty rough. It is pretty rough. So let's see here. Roshan back up in a minute 12. 3 minutes before it's daytime, so 3 minutes before he moves out of that top pit. But do they go for more? Charge comes on here. They've got the vision as well. And Daze, well, the Nether Strike comes through onto the Spirit Breaker. Do we have the control now? As Limicade vacuum back. Really good idea to get both of the supports here now as well. Daze taking a lot of damage. The Greaves will be popped now as well. Does he get himself away? It looks like he does. Might be able to turn and go once again. The Rupture comes out onto Malik. So the Doom, he might be the next target. As they do get the kill onto Danielle. And this is more like it here for the side of NAVI Jr. taking this fight. Malik trying to do what he can. But Taser stun. Juice will be able to get the kill. And even Daze survives through that. As low as he got here, the Spirit Breaker, he was able to just carry on going here, get that charge through onto the Doom. And now Roshan, 24 seconds away. Have they timed it right here? 2 minutes until Roche moves down to the bottom part of the map as well. So,
Radiant's middle
is this what they're doing? They're just farming up. Nullifier out for the Templar Assassin as well. Didn't go straight into the Daedalus here for the TA. Yeah, look at the damage being stacked up there. Nearly over 5,000 damage from the Bloodseeker. And now the Wind Ranger gets charged out. Daze. He gets hit and he's like, what the hell was that? Shadowblade coming through from the Spirit Breaker. We'll see if they're going to try and break some bases, though, on the side of NAVI Jr. sometime soon. There's Raymond. How are they looking? Are they going to go straight to the Roche pit? It looks like they will do. The big man's back up. That is a cheese available. Let's see just how they're going to be able to do it here. Smoke comes out from the side of NAVI Senior. They think something's up. You know, they just want to make a move over. But NAVI Junior, they're going to be able to take a quick Roshan. I don't know if NAVI Senior get over here in time. Senior, they are going as fast as their Zimmer frames will carry them. Those walking sticks, not going to be good enough here. And now, even with the smoke coming through, Charge, Daze wants to go, cancels it off. Going to be super close to this Charge of Darkness item set on the Spirit Breaker as well, was he? About 250, 260 gold away from completing it. And that just means that you are Charge of Darkness every 7 seconds. So it's a 4-second reduction on the cooldown, which, you know, you only need to use it twice, and the third time you're going to get the benefit from that. Right, that's how that works. Like, in quick succession, obviously, in a fight. This Daze actually does see Shigetsu.
To the temple's defense.
What are they going to be able to do? Is that the... It is the Chrysalis here for the TA. In the backpack, waiting to be swapped out for when the Aegis goes down. But yeah, TA getting ever closer now towards that Daedalus. Just needs another... what's that, 1,700 gold? Yes, 1,500 gold now. So we do just wait for the Tormentor to come back alive. But I mean, Maldi, he doesn't need to wait. The Tormentor is going to be Daze. As Daze, he gets that Nether Strike off. Going to be able to perform some body blocks. Maybe no, the Rupture. Vacuum back. 3 heroes. Such a small, narrow area as well. The wall goes down. Great vacuum, though. Shigetsu gets the kill onto Daze. Can they go for even more? Melody trying to do what he can. But this wall, nobody can walk through it. Shigetsu taking the damage. He has been taking even more. So it looks like they lose the Darkseid. They lose Daze. Still have this Aegis, but... after losing the chair, NAVI Senior, they were the ones to come out on top slightly in that fight. So we'll see just how NAVI Junior. I mean, that was a really good place to get a grab into a wall there with a vacuum, just on that really narrow part of the map. But it also means that it's a good setup for the Astral Strike steps to come through from the Void Spirit. It was Remnants dropping hits onto a guaranteed target, because where the hell are you going to go? You can't go left, you can't go right, you're trapped in by trees. Yeah, the Wind Ranger able to get off like point-blank power shots as well that land through onto 2 or 3 heroes. So let's just see what Navi Junior are going to be able to do. Because Dalus, it is up for the for the Templar Assassin, it looks like. As we do get a 5-man smoke coming out from the side of Navi Junior. But Navi Senior playing away from this one. The Void Spirit's even at the top. Near this Twin Gate. So do they try and move through the Twin Gate? They're going to be able to see him on the ward as well. Dissimulate comes out. They get the vision onto Shigetsu. Shigetsu could be in a wee bit of trouble here if they take this Twin Gate. But it looks like everybody from the side of Navi Junior will want to push out this bottom lane. They want to put some pressure on. Stays. Charges in. Just onto the creep wave in the middle lane. So it means that the mid lane will push in as well. How's Bloodseeker looking? Going towards his Ags. Level 20 on the Bloodseeker here as well. So he's going to go for the Blood Mist. Yeah, going to be about 600 gold away from completing that. And if he carries on, he's just getting these free creeps. I mean, hell, how do you actually stop him from getting to it? Well, maybe like this. The Wind Ranger going to try and make a move over. He's going to be invis though. Tia with the backstab. Well, Jewel gets the D-ward. Licky Spear gets broken. The Rupture comes out now. This is what I was talking about. You've got like the Nether Strike with the charge that can cancel it off, and then you can go in with the Rupture now. Glemnir comes through as well. The BKB's got the juice. Look at this. Again, the wall comes through. Everybody from the side of Navi Senior will group to when this fight broke out. Malik tried to get himself away, but damage, it's going to be way too much. And Raymond, he still has his Aegis for the next 50 seconds. Malady, he's going to be the next one to go down. A 3-man kill. Participation here for Navi Junior. It might even be 4. Did they have the vision? They do. They have the lockdown. They blow up Daniel. 2 heroes without buyback on the side of Navi Senior. Navi Junior in complete control of this game. Creep wave being brought up by the Bloodseeker now as well. Did they lose anybody? They lost the Darkseer, which he did his business. He dropped that vacuum into the wall. Greaves pipe. Not a pipe. Crimson Guard. Does he have a pipe? Don't the pipe. No. So Greaves Crimson Guard was popped. And, you know, he kind of did his business. The Iron Shell, as long as that's gone for a little bit as well. Fortification will be used. It doesn't look like they only use buybacks here on the side of Navi Senior.
Dire's top tower is fortified. Dire's structures are fortified.
So Raymond just wants to continue putting the pressure onto this tier 3, this lane of racks, and it doesn't look like Navi are going to be able to fight back into it. They lose a full lane of racks. Yes? No? Well, the creep wave will deal with this in time. It's got 67 health left here, this range rack, so it's not like I see it surviving for too much longer, especially once these super creeps start to come out. Being able to push this lane in. Had a bit of a swing around from that second game with Navi Senior. I mean, Navi Junior have been ahead for a long time this game. 10k net worth lead. They've got themselves 16 kills over Navi Senior. And yeah, no, it was the last game, obviously, Navi Junior went a little bit, Navi Senior went a little bit too far forward, lost a fight after taking a lane of racks, and it cost them the game here. Navi Junior not making the same mistake. They get that one melee racks. They play it back now. The Blood Red comes out. Doesn't actually connect onto anybody. So we'll see just which way it's going to go here as the teams. They are posturing. They still have that cheese on Junior. And they might be able to go for more. Yeah, they are grouping up. Junior, again, still have the cheese on the Bloodseeker. They're looking to group themselves up, push this top lane in, especially with the Templar Assassin doing it. So the Wind Ranger trying to do what she can to push it back out with a power shot. I'd be interested to see what the Wind Ranger's win rate is on pro games, because I know it's really high on the pub matches. Those from like 2k upwards on the pub matches, but pro games it doesn't feel as good. Although it's probably like 70% of the win loss. You know, balance is probably held by Ramsey Zoo. He just liked to try it out in the DPC Division 1, and it didn't always work for him.
Radiant are scanning.
So let's see just what they are going to be able to do. It looks like actually Navi Junior, they want to step up and take another lane of racks. Yeah, tier 3 tower. They've got the attack distance as well onto Raymond. While this is going on, you've got Daze, there's going to be planting as many mines as possible. Disruption gets the drag back here as well. TA might be taking some damage, but the vacuum comes through once again. Hand of God, blast off. It connects onto 3-4 heroes now. So Lincoln's broken. The Doom comes through. She gets who's trying to get the kill. Will be able to get the kill onto the techies, but Meljul, he's going to go down, and so will a Chen Shigetsu. He's caught out in no man's land. One more right click. He's going to pop. The buyback comes out from the Wind Ranger. Now they get the shackle locked down onto the TA. He's going to fall here. 85 seconds. No buyback on the TA. But similarly, 72 seconds on the Void Spirit. Without him, they didn't lose a lane of racks. Is the positive, but they lost the Wind Ranger, the Void Spirit, as well as the Chen. Forced the buyback out here from the Wind Ranger. And let's see what else they're going to be able to do about this. Because Bloodseeker, again, level 23, going towards this refresher as well now. So at level 25, he's going to have 4 charges on the Rupture. Not too far away from level 25 either. And yeah, even picks himself up the Wisdom Room. That's going to help him on the path to level 24, 25. How much XP is he actually away from it? As Meljul does get the kill onto Daze. And Darkseer just starting to push up with the help of his teammates. And again, just wants to keep this pressure on the top lane. Just wants to keep this lane pushing in. Potential Roshan respawn. I mean, the Roshan is back up now as well. Disruption. So Riddy's going to have to try and time this blast off. He does get it now as well. They're going to be able to get the kill. Even the normal punch coming through now as well. The protection coming through on the Darkseer or onto this Shadow Demon. It's not going to be enough. Daniel buys back. What can they do? Do they want to try and challenge Rosh? Roshan is back up as well. Do they want to try and go for this one? The wall is down near the Twin Gates. So Daniel gets himself impacts. And picks up the gem. Chase down. Do they have enough? The Doom comes through onto the techies. Surely not. No, it is. It's going to be the techies Doom coming through here. Doom doesn't have that refresher, so it's going to be 73 seconds. We've got the juice. Do you want to try and turn this one back around with the focus fire coming through here from Meljul? The vacuum back was that wall. No wall to speak of, but the damage coming through onto the Bloodseeker. It might be enough to take him down. Malik runs in. Yeah, Infernal Blade comes out. And now Navi Senior, do they have enough to try and turn this one around as well? The Bloodseeker's going to fight back into this one. He might be able to take the kill onto the Darkseer. Oh, the Gleipnir stuns come through. Daze the charge on the backlines. Onto Malady, though. They take down this Spirit Breaker and got the juice. This is going to be a dieback on the Bloodseeker. No way. Is this going to be a reverse of the last game here? Charge comes through onto the Doom. Raymond's trying to get himself away. He's going to be disarmed, though. The dive comes on onto Shigetsu. This is going to be 4 heroes dead. You've got a... no buybacks available. You've only got the Spirit Breaker trying to keep this game going. And if they force in this mid lane, I think they are going to do here now as well. Forcing this mid lane, yeah. The 2 buybacks used from the Bloodseeker as well as the Spirit Breaker. So Meljul, how quickly they're going to be able to put pressure onto this mid lane now as well. This is just a great fight for Navi Senior. And again, I would have thought all the way through this one, that was going the way of Navi Junior. But just the last couple of fights, going the way of Navi Senior. And all of a sudden... they're back in the driver's seat. They've put Navi Junior back in the booster seat in the back seat. And they're making their way over to some, well, boring press conference instead of Disneyland. And again, I'm going to stop on there. Zuma Boomer. And it looks like, yeah, Navi Junior, I mean, they have a couple of buybacks if they want this, but this Bloodseeker is going to be down for 57 seconds. Already used his buyback. 2 lanes of racks. Can Navi Senior make it 3? They're just going to back themselves away. Looks like they might just back themselves away. Leave the dragon in the potato to take down this final bit of the range racks.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Okay. So, most lanes. Going, 2 out of the 3 lanes going the way of Navi Senior now. Just because these racks will being down will mean that Navi Junior, they have to defend the base if these lanes push in. And it opens up Roche. Roche makes his way down towards the bottom part of the map through the Twin Gate. And yeah, Roshan, he is going to be done in by the side of Navi Senior. So Navi Senior looks like they're going to retain the title of the senior team. Navi Junior, maybe just have to work on their power levels a little bit. I mean, it's not over yet. You have lost 2 lanes of racks, but it's not over yet. You've got yourself one tier 2 tower remaining here, but it's not over yet. Cheese and Aegis going the way of the other team, going the way of Navi Senior, but it is not over yet. See just what Navi Junior are going to be able to do, if anything, to fight back in this one. Because if they get a good vacuum with the TA's Cyblade spill coming out, they could clean up 2 or 3 heroes. It depends who they get first, though. Melduel just continues to run. He's going towards his BKB. Bloodseeker, what's he looked at after the Gleipnir? Aghanim Scepter. Still level 24. He's so close to getting level 25, having that second charge in the Rupture. And once he does that, both the Void Spirit and the Wind Ranger are going to be in trouble. If he gets both of them off, he needs a way to break the Lincoln Sphere, though, on the Wind Ranger. Hell, break the Lincolns on the Void as well. So what targets, what single target spells have you got? Any Lotuses? Maybe you're having to use a Force Staff from the Techies. Yeah, no Yule Scepter here on the Bloodseeker. And look at this, the battle lines being drawn on the map. Navi Senior just going straight down top. They say, right, we want to get Megas. Navi Junior might try and force out another set of racks, another tier 2 tower, tier 3 tower, but we want to go for Megas. We want to force them to rotate back, take a fight on the turf, and still win it, come out on top, and then just force through to end the game. So what are they going to be able to do here? Everybody's coming back. Juice is coming back now. Yeah, level 25 for him. He just hit that fresh 25. So we'll see what he's going to be able to do. Lincolns gets broken. He just gets passed over here from the second Lincolns onto the Wind Ranger. Sticky Bomb will connect. Focus Fire comes out onto the range racks. They are easily going to be able to clean that one up now as well. The Rupture, though, does he want to try and go for this jump? Shigetsu backs himself away. And the double Lincolns on him as well. Just to make sure that even after he has been, or that Rupture comes out, that he doesn't take too much overwhelming damage. Shackle, though, let me get a latch onto the TA. Was that Focus Fire? The Remnant gets locked down now as well. The Doom with the Self-Doom. He's got that AoE Doom to come through. Did they get the kill into the TA? TA is going to go down. As buyback, Darkseer might not be so lucky now as well. And now in the trees, do they have the reveal? They do. They're going to be able to get themselves on top of the Spirit Breaker. Daze will be put in a daze, in a tizzy here. 3 buybacks, no, 2 buybacks, and no buyback on Daze now. Stomp comes out, Bloodseeker, the dive comes in, Techies trying to do the best he can. Vacuum out, do they get the kill? They take down the Doom. Melduel's trying to play this one away while this is happening in both lanes. The mid lane as well as that bottom lane will be pushing it in. Aegis gets popped. Can they protect this one? Give it a dive back in for Shigetsu. They want to get on top of the Bloodseeker. They know if they can get this one, maybe PMA, maybe the kill onto the TA now as well. They might just be able to end this game here and now on the side of Navi Senior. And then they'll just call game number 2 a quick blip while they let Navi Junior get some scrim practice. But as it stands, Focus Fire now onto the racks once again. Wind Ranger's going to be really darn careful. There is a Nullify now as well. Got the juice taking a lot of damage. Disruption, it does come through. Trying to keep Wind Ranger alive once again. Riddy's trying to go for what he can. Sticky Bombs, Taser are available. They do finally get the kill. Wind Ranger though wants to buy back. Where's his TP? Was that closest TP to come back into? It looks like he's going to be able to get himself right back into the middle of this fight here. With the Boots of Travel coming out. Shackle onto the TA. The TA already brought back once. It's only the TA, only the Techies left alive. Nobody else on the side of Navi Junior has the buyback. Riddy's trying to do what he can with the blast off. But 5 versus 2. 5 versus 1 now. And Raymond, I know he's good, but the second Doom comes through here. The Doom, the Stomp comes out. And this is going to be game number 3. All 3 of them go in the distance. But the series will go to Navi Senior after a good couple of fights there. From that last run of Navi Senior, we were able to get a good... I mean, the Darkseer, there was some great vacuums, some great walls to come out. The jumps in from the TAs. But it just, in the end, wasn't enough to get the game in favor of Navi Junior. And in the end, Navi Senior will be able to take it. So Navi Senior, they do win the Civil War. They're going to be able to get themselves a second win, second series on the board. Top of the table here, coming into the Division 2 Eastern Europe DPC. Yeah, looking at Shigetsu, 7, 6, and 17 on him. 9, 4, and 19 on the win range. I really thought they'd struggle with the Bloodseeker, but it just looked like when the double Lincolns came out, once the one Lincolns got popped, you just immediately had the other one passed over from the other player onto whoever was being Lincolns. And Navi Junior just weren't able to live up to that level of coordination. So that is going to be our first series of the day. We do have a second one to come, though, so stick around. We'll be looking at another one, Team Sexy versus Moneymakers. After this break, we'll see you after that.